That when we understand that a particular vineyard gives wine that is different from maybe an adjacent vineyard, and there's a great variety of conditions that result in unique wines. We also recognize that some pieces of vineyards, some vineyards are actually better than other vineyards. So in Burgundy, for example, we have Grand Cru vineyards, we have Premier Cru vineyards, some that only are permitted to use the name of the village. But what we have in the same way in Germany is the highest level of dry Riesling now, which is Grand Cru. It's Grosses-Gewächs, meaning Grand Cru. In plain English, I guess. No, great growth, great. They wine like this before the First World War was more expensive than Chateau Lafite Rothschild, and they were typically drunk when they were 20 or 30 years old. So if you looked at a hotel wine list from the turn of the century in London, you might find wine like this. Say it was at the turn of the century, you might find wine like this from the 1875 vintage, 20 years old, and it would cost 1.5 times the price of a Chateau Lafite Rothschild from a 30-year-old vintage. But this is single vineyard, Sankt Jost, from old vines with deep roots that extract a great deal from selection of parcels that give the most profound wines in a very great vintage and very carefully selected. So late harvested and also Auslese level grapes, meaning that they go and it's picking parts of clusters for perfection.